Today I want to talk about why I just talk about fitness a lot, because that's one of the main topics about my channel. And I want to be recording some of these raw videos so you know who I truly am, the person who is behind the recording all these videos and the reason that I do them, because that's something that I really enjoy talking about, which is just being fit, being healthy, and worry about your future, worry about your body, worry about the person that you are and how confident you are when you just look in the mirror and be proud of yourself. And I just want to explain to you, or just like be very open to you, why I think being fit, it's so important. I really want to go back in the days when I was just very skinny and I really wanted to change my body basically, because I wasn't really getting any girls or anything like that. I wasn't confident at all with my body. I hated the way that I looked. I had some friends who was just like being proud of themselves, it's just like feeling good with their bodies. But I was the one that is just like, I couldn't, just look in the mirror and just like be proud of the body that I had. And everything just started from a bit of a pain, right? It's just, and my pain was just like being so skinny. And I know many of you could be in a different pain of like being fat, being skinny or whatever, but we always start like from a pain of like trying to change something, and just start from there, you just got to start from somewhere. And my one just started when I was 17 years old. I went to a trip with my like people from my school and everything. And when I came back from the trip, I was just like, wow, I really need to change my body. We spent like 7 days out, and it was hurting a lot to me. I was just so afraid of taking my shirt off, in the beach or something like that, because I didn't really want to show my body. And that pain was very big for me. That's when I started to change it. And I started going to the gym when I was 17, and with the intention of only looking better with my body. Because when you are young, you don't have any knowledge about anything. You don't know all the other benefits that you can actually have by going to the gym, and about the mindset, all these things that is just built. I'll just talk about them later, but initially, when you're just very young, you don't have any knowledge, it's all start from getting a good body. And that's exactly what happened with me. I started training, I fell in love with it, but initially because of the body, I was able to feel more confident with myself. At the time, I was able to get more girls eventually, and that helped me a lot to get the eyes of the people. And that was something that I didn't have when I was young, during my teenagers years. And it's just like really gave me a boost of being more confident with myself. And it helped me a lot, to be more confident. People was respecting me more because of it. Because when people look at you, at your body, and then say, oh, that's awesome, it's just something that you build. You can't buy anywhere. It's something that is just like, you show how disciplined you are. You show how much you care about yourself. And that's the point that I just realized it after a few years of being at the gym, because when I moved to Australia from Brazil, I needed to be very disciplined with my goals, because being an immigrant is not easy. And in order to get the papers, the citizenship to be here, you gotta sacrifice a lot of things. And you gotta be disciplined to where you want to get. And that discipline just came from me being very disciplined with my body. So that mindset of delaying gratification and think about the long-term progress, it's something that completely changed my life. It helped me to build the strong mindset that got my citizenship here in Australia, because I wasn't really worrying about the moment. I had a lot of friends who was just like partying a lot. They didn't care about the papers. They are just like living the moment. But I was on one of those who was focusing more on thinking about my future. It's just if I really want to stay in the country, I need to be focusing on what's going to bring me the paper. And I was just spending a lot of money on courses and skills to be able to actually get the papers here, to be skilled, to have a skill that the Australian government could say like, "Look, you could stay here." It's just like, we need you. And the whole point is just to show you that once you build that commitment with yourself, that discipline, and also that endurance, that resilience, that just transfers to the other areas of your life. You know what I mean? And now that I've got like a good body, I know how to help people to get to the body that they want, which is the most important thing. Being confident for yourself, look in the mirror and just like, oh, I'm proud of who I am. But then I'm also capable of helping the others to build this strong mindset about being disciplined. It's just, if you ever join like a program that I have, you're going to be like, getting to the shape that you want. You're going to have the body that you want. But then you need to have a strong mindset to keep it, because it's not hard to get to the body that you want. The hardest thing is just to keep the body that you're going to get. That's the point, because a lot of people who end up losing weight, or who end up like, most of the people who end up losing weight, they actually gain the weight back in a matter of 2 to 3 years. I think that was just like a research that I was just looking up the other day, that it just shows that I think 70 to 80% of the people who lose weight, like, a good amount of weight, they end up getting that back. It's not because they don't have a diet or anything like that. It's just because they don't have a strong mindset. They don't know how to keep that. And that's one thing that I love to help the people that I work with, because that helped me a lot. And I know all this psychology thing that happens between how to deal, how to control emotions, how to control feelings. And that's something that helped with me, and helped not just to get the body that I've got now, but to build this whole life that I've got today. And I have building a business. I was working my 9 to 5, it's just like working construction. And I know that the only reason that I was able to work long hours is because I was very consistent at the gym, because I was very consistent with my diet. It's because I've got a commitment with myself, with my body, that once I tell me that I need to do that, I will do it. It's just me against me, And I want to be better than yesterday. It's not about like trying to beat someone else. I really want to beat myself that I was yesterday. So every day I need to wake up and do like that 1% better every single day. That's how important consistency is. And one thing about consistency, it's about, you can do everything right today, but then tomorrow you're just gonna have to do it all again, because you just get back to zero. And then it's just like, okay, I need to do it again. I need to go to the gym again. I need to do the diet again. And the people who do the repetitive things over and over again, who embrace the boring things, which is just like going to the gym, eating the same food over and over again, is the one who gets the results. And that's exactly what I love to help people with. And that's exactly how it got me here. And it always started with fitness. It always started by being at the gym and have that commitment with my body, commitment with myself. And that's the point. That's exactly what I love about helping people. And the whole point of this video is just to show you that how I truly care about helping the others to get where I am. And having this mindset that was built at the gym helped me to get so much results in life. And I just love seeing people changing their lives because of me, being healthier, being looking better for their partners, being an example for their kids, and completely change their lives and keeping it, which is the most important thing, keeping it. So I really wanted to share these things with you about just why I started fitness, why I think fitness is important, not just for the body, but just to creating this strong mindset that comes behind it. And the most important thing, to keep the body that you're gonna get or you have for life, and just trying to get better every single day, because every day is a battle. Every day you need to get better. Every day you need to be 100%, 1% better every single day. And that's the whole point of it. You don't have to be thinking about comparing yourself with the others. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday. And if you really want to compare yourself with the others, compare yourself with someone who is bigger than you, who is in a better position than you, someone who you can actually look it up and see, like, I really want to be like that guy. And then you compare yourself to them, not to the person that you're just looking at on Instagram that is just like showing off cars or anything like that people love to do that. But compare yourself like someone who is successful, someone who where you want to be. And then once you compare yourself to those big guys, you really want to be like them. You really want to, like, oh, if you really want to get where he is, I need to be doing like similar things what he's doing, which is just like working hard, going to the gym, doing your best, and getting better every single day. So I think that's all about the video that I want to share you today. I'm gonna be posting more of these videos like that, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, just leave in a comment. Just let me know if you really want to see more videos like that, and I'll see you on the next one.